G'day guys, Collector Tyrant here again today, and today I'm going to bring you some Jurassic Park pop vinyls, or Funko Pops, depending on what you call them and where you live. Alright guys, so this will be a longer video than I'm used to making. I've got a few pops here to go through. I'll be going through all the details in them, taking them in the box, giving you a bit of a closer look. So if you've got some time to watch it, just chill out on the couch, just relax. Maybe if you start watching, you watch the rest of it later. It is going to be a bit longer than my usual videos. So yeah guys, just bear with that. Alright, so I'm going to go off the collection real fast. I've got the whole set here. I went out and bought the Dennis Nedry and the Dilophosaurus in the 2-pack because I think it depicts the scene of these two that is so iconic in the movie, and I didn't want to get them individually. I thought it would be better just get the two here. There's also one missing, and that's the Dr. Ian Malcolm that's laying down with a broken leg. When I was making this video, it hasn't actually been released yet, so I'll do a video on that down the track. Alright guys, another thing I'll mention is I made 2 pop vinyl videos before I made this one. They have not been released yet. I made them about 2 months ago when I started doing this, so those two are a lot more primitive than this video will be. We'll be releasing them in the future, but this will be number 3 on the Funko Pop Fridays that I'll be bringing out. Alright guys, I'm not gonna waste any more time here. We're gonna stuck in. And for those who don't know, Jurassic Park, a movie that amazed audiences in the early 90s. 25 years ago, children and adults alike were captivated by this blockbuster.
It was fantastic. It was so scary.
It really was the most exciting film I've ever seen.
I think if not for the laugh lines in it, people would have had a heart attack.
Well, I'm still shaking from it. It's scary.
The thrills never stopped. It was amazing.
It's the best picture I've seen in about the last 10 years.
It truly is a pop icon, a movie that pushed boundaries of CGI. It smashed the box office, making just over a whopping $1 billion.
Some experts are predicting the Universal Studios picture could generate as much as $50 million in box office business this weekend. Jurassic will be the biggest picture of all time.
I remember this as a kid, age 5, watching Jurassic Park for the first time with my brother. Both of us hiding behind the couch, watching in a hybrid feeling, a mix of fear and amazement. As Rexy busted out of her pen, I remember hearing the roar of the T-Rex for the first time, a sound that has become iconic itself. I mean, who could forget this? I remember I loved this movie so much, my parents rented out the video every weekend from the video store. Steven Spielberg, you are a true master of vision and film.
Thank you for that.
Let's not forget the novel by Michael Crichton. Dark, gritty and suspenseful, amazing novel written by a true master. I love this novel so much as a teenager, I rented it 5 times from my high school library. Jurassic Park is a true masterpiece, forever embedded in the memories of my generation. To say I am a fan is an understatement. Okay guys, so that's just a little introduction on Jurassic Park and what it means to me. So let's get stuck into these pops and have a look what they look like. Alright, so the first pop we're going to have here is the box he comes in. I really love this design of the boxes, guys, of Jurassic Park. It really fits the style of Jurassic Park and what it's all about. Yeah guys, I'm really happy that they actually brought this series out, because when I first started collecting Funko Pops, I really wanted Jurassic Park to come out, because there's a lot of fan-made ones that they made, fans have made, and they look really amazing. And I thought, why hasn't Funko Pop got onto Jurassic Park yet? Because it's probably one of the most biggest films in pop culture. And so yeah guys, it's a very popular movie. If you haven't heard about it, then you must have been living under a rock. And it's definitely one of the most amazing movies ever made, in my opinion, and it is definitely my favourite movie, so maybe I'm a bit biased there, but anyway, enough about me talking. We're going to get into Dr. Alan Grant here, and we're going to have a look at what's inside him. Alright guys, so here we have Dr. Alan Grant, and we're going to go through the details on this pop here. And yeah, it's a very nice pop, as you can see there. Colours are really good. You got the blue shirt he wore in the film, and you got the scarf he wore as well, that red scarf. But the thing that pops out the most here is that Velociraptor claw right here.
He slashes at you here, or here, or maybe across the belly, spilling your intestine.
Now, everyone knows that Dr. Alan Grant is a bit of a Velociraptor nerd. He loves his Velociraptors, and yeah, so I'm really happy that they put this in the pop, as it is something he carries around in the actual film itself. Also, you can see his little watch he wears in the film there. He's got his awesome hat that he wears that the T-Rex blows off with his nose when he's trying to rescue the kids from the car. The hair is pretty good. Alright guys, so we're going to do a head test here. You see his head moves quite well. So if you want to display these outside your boxes, you sort of like pose him, you know, posing there. We'll see how he stands up. Stands up pretty good. Yeah, guys, that's Alan Grant, and yeah, I think they did a pretty good job on this one. Right, so the second pop I'm going to do is Dr. Ian Malcolm. Now, for everyone who knows who Dr. Ian Malcolm is, he's a sort of charismatic character in Jurassic Park who's also a bit sarcastic in the worst of times, I guess, and definitely a really flamboyant character in the movie. Probably one of my favourite characters in the film. Definitely had some good punchlines in there.
What do they got in there? King Kong?
And yeah, as I said before, there's a second pop of this guy coming out, and it's when he breaks his leg when the T-Rex busts through the toilets. And yeah, he gets his femur broken, I think it is, and they find him in all the bamboo there. But yeah, guys, this is a really good pop. I really like the style. He's a really cool guy when you look at him. But I'll take him out of the box and I'll show you what's on the pop itself, and you guys can sort of see what's on the pop there. Alright, guys, so we've got Dr. Ian Malcolm here, wearing all black as usual. As you can see there, he's got his leather jacket on, which is something that really stumped me as a kid. I didn't really understand how someone could wear such heavy, hot gear in a tropical island, but you know, that's his style and that's the way he went with it. So other than that, I think it really gives him a lot more character in the film. And yeah, he's definitely a cool looking dude. Got that awesome sort of swaying hairstyle there. He's got those glasses. Unfortunately, mine were a bit oversprayed, but as you can see, he's got the necklace there he wears. And yeah, he's got the ring. He even did the detail on the ring there. And yeah, guys, definitely a pretty good pop. Pretty happy about this one. The head moves pretty good. If you want to put this outside the box, it can be posed as best it can for a pop, I guess. But yeah, guys, that's Dr. Ian Malcolm. Okay, guys, so next we have John Hammond. Now, everyone knows John Hammond is in the movie. He's that multi-billionaire sort of entrepreneur sort of guy, really into like theme parks and stuff like that, and that's how he came up with the idea for Jurassic Park.
Absolutely spectacular design, spared no expense.
He is one of the characters that's a bit naive in the movie. He believes he can make this amazing park with all these really dangerous prehistoric creatures, and it will be successful. And that would be true if the events didn't occur in Jurassic Park and things didn't go to shit. So yeah, guys, he's a bit naive. So yeah, guys, we're gonna get into this pop now and have a look at him. Alright, so here we have John Hammond wearing all white as he does in the movie. He sort of gives it that sort of posh look, I guess. He wears a fancy sort of a really expensive button-up shirts. Alright, so you see here, he's got his cane here, which he has in the movie. That cane actually has an amber with a mosquito inside it. He's got his watch there, some rings. Obviously he's a married man. Got that straw hat he wears in the film. It's like a safari look. He wears those sort of glasses he wears in the movie there. You see he's got his facial hair there too. Did a pretty good job on that. Yeah, the head turns pretty good too here, guys. Just doing while standing up. Oops. Alright, so we'll do another test there. He's a bit wobbly, guys. But other than that, he should stand up alright, I guess. He didn't come with a hole or anything, so he doesn't have a base or nothing like that, so yeah, so he's a bit wobbly, but anyway. Alright, next up we're going to have Dennis Nedry and Dilophosaurus. Now, for those who have seen Jurassic Park, there's a notorious scene in there where these two meet up in the jungle, and Mr. Sir Dennis Nedry gets into a bit of trouble. Alright guys, so when I went into the shop, I picked this up. There was two individual ones, as I said before, and I decided to go with this one. You know, you got the splatter design on the face there. And we're going to go through both these right now, and I'm going to give you a bit of a more in-depth look on the details here. Right, so here we have Dennis Nedry. Everyone knows Dennis Nedry. He's basically the guy who screwed the park up and made it have its downfall. The first thing that strikes me on this pop is, which I really enjoy, is that they actually made him have a little bit of a double chin. So he actually looks a bit fat. Now, a lot of pop ranges have a lot of fat characters aren't represented as fat characters. So I'm really happy to see this actually. They really designed the character around how big Dennis Nedry is. He's this big fat buffoon. So yeah, so I'm pretty happy to see that. Right here you got that can there, that secret shaving can that was designed to carry the DNA out of the park. And he gets at the start of the movie. And he was going to take that to another company so they could rip up the DNA samples and make their own Jurassic Park or Dinosaur Park to compete with Jurassic Park. As you can see with this pop, it's got the splash there from the Dilophosaurus, that famous scene where he gets attacked. He's got his glasses here, those nerdy sort of glasses that he wears in the movie. And one thing that really struck me with this pop is, if you can see right down here, that tiny little InGen ID clip there. That's a really amazing, guys. That's really well done. Yeah, that gets like 10 out of 10 for me just for that, because that's some amazing detail there on such a small pop. You can see he's wearing the Jurassic Park raincoat there too. Oops. Yeah, not too bad this pop. Head moves pretty good. Stands up. Stands up relatively good too, so yeah, that's pretty good. Now, what really is unfortunate about Dilophosaurus is it only ever got a star part in the first movie, and I'd really like to see some more Dilophosauruses in the Jurassic Worlds, because I really like this dinosaur. It's really intimidating in the film, especially with the frilly neck lizard style crest there when it gets mad and all angry or wants to eat something. Yeah, I really like this dinosaur, and the crest on top of there too. That's pretty cool, as you can see there. Now, the only thing I don't like about this one is the tongue wasn't painted. I'm not sure if other people have the Dilophosaurus with the tongue painted, but mine wasn't, so I don't know if that's a all-round thing that everyone got or it's just mine. But yeah, guys, you can see here some details here on the crest, which you can see in the movie. Got those really deadly looking black eyes, like it's, yeah, quite scary. Yeah, really awesome pop, this one, guys. I really like this one. The scales are really good too, and the details there. Right, guys, so this comes with a stand too, the Dilophosaurus does, so I can stand up. I'm leaving the best stuff to last, I think. But here's one of the Velociraptors from Jurassic Park. Now, I'm not sure if this is the big one from Jurassic Park, the alpha Velociraptor in the movie, the one that led them, and apparently is a lot bigger than the others and a lot smarter. Yeah, guys, but it definitely looks like a Velociraptor from Jurassic Park. Yeah, this one's actually probably my second favorite out of the whole range, and I really like this one, and I like what they've done with it. So I'm gonna get into this one and show you guys what she looks like in detail. Alright, guys, so next up we have the Velociraptor. Now, I reckon they've done this really amazingly. You can see the little specks there in the skin, like the brown bits there, and all the scales on it are really well done too. I really like it that they did go off the yellow eyes, which is surprisingly that they didn't do it for all the dinosaurs. I have no idea why they did that. I think the T-Rex sort of suits the black eyes. I would like the Dilophosaurus to have the painted eyes also, so, but unfortunately that never happened. Anyway, you can see on the side there, got those razor sharp teeth, and the tongue is painted in this one, so I'm pretty happy about that. Down here you can see the Velociraptor's claws there, which they're notoriously known for. And there's one scene in Jurassic Park I really love, where the Velociraptor busts through the kitchen and it's walking down the aisle and sort of taps its claw. Yeah, guys, I thought that was quite an intimidating part of the film, so yeah, I really like how that was included on the pop there too. So they definitely know what they're doing. Definitely got the details down pat. And yeah, we're going to do a head test on this one. Now, I didn't do the head test on the Dilophosaurus, but its head did not move. So I'm guessing these are meant to be stationary and remain. So I'm guessing, guys, all the dinosaurs' heads are meant to stay still or stationary. And yeah, we're going to do the stand-up test now. Right, so stand-up test. Yeah, guys, it stands up really good. So if you want him out of the box, you can definitely do his standing up. Can definitely stand up for you. And yeah, just a really beautifully painted pop. Yeah, guys, the brown bits on the top of the head there, little specks of paint, really bring out the colour there. Make it look more like a lizard or like a prehistoric animal. Which is, strangely enough, Velociraptors apparently Velociraptors had feathers, but that's a different topic altogether. So we're going to move on to the T-Rex now, my favourite one. And alright, guys, so now onto the king of the range for me, and I use that as a pun because Tyrannosaurus Rex is the king of dinosaurs. But I have a few things to say about this one before I open it up. In the movie, obviously my favourite dinosaur. I've actually got a tattoo design on Jurassic Park, so T-Rex is definitely my favourite dinosaur in the movie, and my favourite dinosaur in general. and I'll probably go as far as say is probably my favourite animal to ever live on planet Earth. So, as you can see, I'm a massive Jurassic Park fan, so go figure, right? Alright guys, so I've got a few things to say about this one. I love the design on it. It's really a beautiful pop. It really is probably my favourite pop I own to date. And it almost looks really cute, like, you know, it's got this massive head and its tiny little body. They've actually done really well with the little arms there. But I also have something pretty negative to say about this pop. And the only thing really I have to say is it should have been a 6-inch. Now, the reason it should have been a 6-inch is that the T-Rex is a massive beast in the movie and can flip a car off its head and stuff like that. It should have been a 6-inch pop as far as I'm concerned. But this is what we got given, so I'm quite happy with this. But hopefully in the future, Funko Pop, if you ever watch this, definitely bring a 6-inch out for this, because I think the size of the T-Rex needs to be replicated through the pops. Now, as Jurassic Park has no 6-inch pop, it definitely is a candidate for it, and it should get its 6-inch. So that's the only thing I have to say about that, guys. I would like to see it a bigger size, but other than that, we're going to go through it and have a look. I'm going to show you off the details. Alright guys, so on to my favourite pop now, and that's the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Now, this one holds a special place in my heart. I'm really happy to have this pop. It's probably my favourite pop I own to date. And the scales on it are sculpted absolutely amazingly. A lot of detail in there, guys, as you can see there. Tons of scales. I love how they've done the little tiny arms too. That's really cool how they've done that. And the really big legs, the powerful legs that the T-Rex had. Very well painted, guys. All that sort of dark browny tones there going on, which you had in the film. As I said, I don't mind its eyes being black. The Velociraptor had the yellow eyes, but I would have liked to see the yellow eyes on the Dilophosaurus, as I mentioned before. But I think with the T-Rex, it sort of suits it because it did have those sort of real deep pit sort of eyes. It sort of almost had like really puny eyes, so you didn't really notice it anyway, unless it was looking at you through the car, like. But yeah, guys, I don't mind that too much. The tongue's been painted on this one too, so I don't know why the Dilophosaurus didn't get painted. So that's definitely 2 out of the 3 that has the tongue painted. So I'm definitely thinking that was a either a mistake or they just got lazy with the Dilophosaurus. Alright, this one comes with a stand too. Yeah, guys, this one sits up perfectly fine on the stand there. So yeah, guys, pretty happy with that. So that's all the pops done, guys. Yeah, I'm really happy with this range, to be honest. Alright guys, I'm going to talk about that a bit more, but with a group shop, so we'll get back to it. Alright, we're going to go through the positives and the negatives. And then I'm going to give it my rating. Now, I've got 2 different types of ratings, and I add the 2 together to give my rating out of 10. But both those 2 ratings are out of 5. I do the first rating as a whole, as a range, design-wise, and the way it's been painted and represented. And the second rating I give it is the pops I get in my personal collection, how they turned out, and then I just add those 2 ratings together, and that makes the out of 10, if that makes sense. So I'll go through it and you'll sort of give you a bit more indication how that works. Alright guys, so on to the positives first. So everything represented here is pretty much exactly like it is in the film, but in a pop form. I have to say the sculpts are amazing. They are very well done. Like, you know, I love the clothes that the humans wear. They're pretty much exactly the same as what they're wearing in the movie. And when we go into the dinosaurs, the scales in the dinosaurs here are very well sculpted for a pop. I was really impressed by that. I really enjoyed that. With the humans, I think Ian Malcolm definitely turned out the best design-wise, as he definitely, you know, looks like the character from the movie. And I just love the way he's just painted all in black. Hair's black, glasses are black, clothes are black. Just really, really brings out who Ian Malcolm is as a character. And I really enjoy that one. I think it's one of the best ones. Alright, if I'm going to pick a favourite out of 2, which I probably mentioned about Ian Malcolm, it's definitely my favourite pop design wise, but when it comes down to detail, it's definitely Dennis Nedry. I think he definitely wins there for the most detail. And if I'm being biased when it comes to dinosaurs, T-Rex wins for me every time, but I'm gonna have to give it to the Velociraptor. It's definitely the most detailed dinosaur, and I really like what they've done with the eyes there, with the yellow eyes there. Really makes the head pop a lot more, which brings me to the negatives, and we're gonna get onto that straight away. Dilophosaurus didn't have its tongue painted. As you see there's no coloration on the tongue, so it sort of like gives it sort of an empty space in the mouth there. So I guess I'm sort of saying that about the eyes, but the tongue should have been painted. Maybe it would have looked a lot better for me. I'm gonna have to mark a point down because the T-Rex is in the 6-inch. I'm really fussy with that stuff, guys. I would have loved a big 6 inches in the back here of a T-Rex. Would have made so much sense. I don't know why they didn't go with it, and I reckon it was sold like hotcakes. So I'm hoping in the future Rexy gets the 6-inch, as I think she definitely needs to be the full size there to sort of complete the set. John Hammond, he's very wobbly. He doesn't really stand up on without a base. He needs a base, I think, sometimes. Maybe it's just mine. I'll have to like have a look and see if, oops, as you can see there. I'll probably have to have a look and see if it's just his leg that maybe needs some hot water or something and straighten him out. I don't know, I'll have a look. Another thing I picked out for my personal pop collection, there's a lot of mistakes. As I said, there's a lot of grit, like you see there's a lot of sticky sitting up on the glasses there. There's I don't know if you can see that, but there's yellow paint right there on the t-shirt. Bit of overspray here on the frills, and you can see some overspray there on the glasses. Alright guys, so if we're going to rate this as a set straight from Funko, design wise, when it replicates the characters from a movie, 5 out of 5. So yeah guys, 5 out of 5 for Funko's effort there. Now we're going to go into my personal review when it comes down to the paint and stuff. I'm going to give that a 3.5 because my Funko Pops for this collection weren't too good. There's a lot of overspray, as I mentioned before. My tongue wasn't painted on the Dilophosaurus, so that's why I'm going to give it a 3.5. So add those together, it's going to be an 8.5 for the whole set. So that's 8.5, and that's a pretty high score for me. So that's really good. Definitely one of the best sets I have. Alright guys, so that's it for me for my review. And yeah, so if you like the review, you know, subscribe if you want, give it a like, do whatever you wish to do. And I'll make more of these in the future. As I said, they take a lot longer to make than the card opening, so yeah, I'm going to have a bit more time in these. So they will come out gradually, but they'll be definitely coming out every Friday. So it'll be Funko Pop Friday, and yeah, I'll be doing the whole complete sets if I can, and if I can't, I'll do a video on the ones that I couldn't get my hands on down the track. I'm definitely going to strive for the whole complete collections with most of my Funko Pop reviews. Alright guys, that's it from me today. For you collectors out there, keep on collecting, and I'll see you in the next one, eh? Alright, Tyrant out.